Apparently, calling 50-year-old men who marry 6-year-old children pedophiles is not accepted in Europe any longer.
I think an Austrian woman was actually charged and fined for saying that Mohammed was a paedophile because he slept with a 9-year-old or 6-year-old.
Last week, the European Court of Human Rights made a scandalous decision on an Austrian woman's case. Here's what she did. She organized 2 seminars called Basic Information on Islam in 2009 and correctly pointed out that according to Islamic sources and tradition, the Prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl and consummated the marriage when she was 9.
Love the flow. 69. Now it's time for new, believable people, and we must do it. If we don't control insiders, this will be over and over. To lead by an any big fat love, find common ground to halt the spread of lies, and we must do it big fat love, find common ground to halt the spread of lies, and any America first! America first!
So he had sex with her when she was 9 and he was in his 50s. She then said, a 56-year-old and a 6-year-old? What do we call it if it is not pedophilia? She was fined for this in Austria for disparaging religion and insulting the founder of Islam. She brought her case to the European Court of Human Rights because she exercised her right to free speech. But the ECHR ruled that she was fined righteously because while she exercised her right to free speech, the religious feelings of others also need to be protected.
So in other words, a standard that has long prevailed in the Islamic world, which is that you can be punished for criticizing Muhammad, is now the law in Europe.
Exactly right. And I think this is pretty terrifying because what we are witnessing in Europe is the return of blasphemy law by the back door. But the problem we face in Europe, of course, is that Islam is offered the kind of protections that no other religion enjoys. We have the term Islamophobia, which is used against anyone who simply raises criticisms of the Quran or the hijab or any other aspect of Islamic practices or Islamic behavior. There's a real culture of conformism and censorship around the issue of Islam in particular, which means that unfortunately many journalists probably will not take to task this court ruling in the way that they should.
But it's not simply a failure to defend speech, it's also kind of continent-wide self-hatred.
Yes.
What people are saying is the culture, our culture, should bow down before another culture, minority culture from another part of the world. I mean, a healthy society would not take this position.
The feelings. The court also stated that the pedophilia label was not completely accurate. But calling such people pedophiles is pretty much a norm today, because it is a disgraceful, cruel crime and shouldn't be protected from such a label. It wouldn't be protected if it was someone else, so why does the European Court care so much about protecting Mohammed, Islam, and the feelings of the followers of Islam?
Those are the facts of the case. It's pretty shocking. In 2009, this woman, whose name is not being given out in public, she gave a seminar in Austria in which she said that Muhammad behaved like a paedophile, and she was charged with inciting religious hatred. And she appealed to the European Court of Human Rights, believing that a Court of Human Rights might actually defend her rights. But the European Court of Human Rights has decreed that the court was right to punish her for making these comments. And furthermore, the European Court of Human Rights establishes precedent across Europe. So we now have effectively been warned, all Europeans, that you are forbidden from making this comment about Muhammad.
We're bowing down to people who chop people's heads off.
There you go.